Yeah, it was a tough ending, and like I said to the team out there, if somebody told us, and this is kind of an ongoing thing, if somebody told me I had 9 days to live, I wouldn't wait till my ninth day to start enjoying and focusing on things, and we've done that to ourselves. The focus changes when we're down on our backs against the wall in the ninth inning. I've seen this happen quite a bit throughout the year. Some of our best innings are in the ninth inning when we're down, and in my mind, our backs are against the wall from the first inning of every game we play from here on out. And the mentality changed, the involvement changed, and in a way, for me, in a little bit of a front-running way. We had to do some things, but Georgia was giving us some stuff, and obviously we go down to a swing away, and we come up short. Will rolls the dice, and we try to steal home, and it comes up short where it's worked for us. But it's just disappointing because when you lose another 1-1 game, you go back and look at a lot of things throughout the game. Stewart making the big round at second base, getting thrown behind, getting out, and little things, a walk, a leadoff walk that ends up scoring, a walk before a home run. All those things in a 1-run game come back to bite you, and they sure did tonight.
I asked Will if Godley, there's a lot of pressure on this game tonight, and you send him out, and it's obvious he's struggling. And do you think that affects the rest of the team if they see him struggling?
Well, all week long I've been very cautious when I've been asked. Big series, not a big series. Every series is a big series for me, and you can't make games bigger than they are. I mean, we got to remember, this isn't for the SEC championship. This isn't to get to Omaha. This isn't to get to a super regional. This is to stay afloat, to be honest with you. And we can't make it bigger than it is. And my disappointment is we categorize it as a big game from the player standpoint, but we come out and not play good baseball. So there's a confusion on that with me. And you wait to the ninth inning to really scrap and claw to try to get back in this game. And that's confusing to me because that should have been the mentality early on in the game if you're going to categorize a series or a game a big game. And I said to the team, we just got to hope and pray that the weather stays away so we get another crack at the team over the next 2 days.
What did you see from Zach tonight?
I didn't see a good breaking ball out of him. I could tell he was really laboring with his body. I know Zach, and I haven't talked to him. I'll talk to him about it tomorrow, but he might have put a lot on his shoulders. He's been carrying us a lot, and he knows that he kind of has to do that some. And I think he took it to another level tonight and tried to do too much and not just be with himself. He didn't let the ball work for him. He was trying to work the baseball. And, Georgia made him pay when he was up in the zone. He actually did make a couple pitches that they put good passes on, but I think when we were going to the middle of the game, they had kind of taken his breaking ball out of the equation because he wasn't sticking it in the zone, kind of like what happened to the Jared Brown in the last inning. He couldn't throw his breaking ball for a strike, and our guys were just looking fastball in that situation. And at this level, when you're only a one-pitch guy, it's hard to be successful, and I think it haunted Zach a little bit tonight.
Would you kind of just humor me and explain the technicality of the pitcher take what he... When he saw Will breaking, he took his foot off the rubber?
He stepped off the rubber. He did it exactly how you'd want to coach it. He didn't panic. He stepped off the rubber. Probably the element of surprise would have been if Will wasn't dogging him the whole time.
Yeah.
If he would have just taken off, it would have probably surprised him, but Will had done it for 5 or 6 straight pitches. So he was probably anticipating maybe something happening. I'm sure they've gotten scouting reports that we have stolen home in the last Tuesday, and then a couple weeks before that. He did it perfectly. He stepped off. He did it that even the home plate umpire called strike 3, not knowing that he had stepped up, but the base umps had seen him step off, and I saw him step off.
So it was a no pitch.
There was no pitch. The out was recorded by the rundown and Will being tagged out.
So you said they might not have been surprised by him taking off. What were you thinking? Were you surprised at all when you saw him break, or were you kind of thinking?
I could tell by Will's body language that something was about to happen. Maybe even the pitch before. I could tell that he was starting to work to see what he can do. They were obviously on it because I saw their coach continue to come out and tell him to check. I can't fault Will. It was an aggressive play, and it backfired on us. And the count was 2 strikes on Taylor, and who knows what could have happened. We'll never know what would have happened, but we tried to roll the dice a little bit. But that's the mentality I'd like us to do earlier in the game, to play with some aggression earlier in the game and not wait until our back's against the wall to try to create something of some excitement to help us win.
Now with the weather tomorrow, I mean, you're locked in because of TV on what time you can play. So you just got to hope you can get it
Yeah,
done.
we're losing this first game, and we need to play 3 games. We need to get games in this series, because if we don't play another game, they actually have the tiebreaker on us, because we played 1 game and they beat us. So we need to play another game, and we need to come back and take tomorrow's game, and then or the next time we get to play and take the series. But it's not going to be easy. We're you know, they're feeling pretty good about themselves right now, and we're not. So we got to come back tomorrow and play good baseball.
Thanks, Dave.